The next item, the next thing that affects the distribution of living things in an area is predation. Let me just give you a little blurb on what predation is first. Predation is to do with the predators and prey. Predators will go after and consume prey. Let me just give you a visual, and we'll use that word a little bit. In this food web that we've kind of referred to many times before, let's talk about predators and prey. So let's start at the top here, the fox. That fox is a predator. The things that the fox eats are this bird right here, this bird, a mouse, a squirrel, a rabbit. All those things are things that the fox eats. So these are the fox's prey. So what we mean by the predator-prey scenario is how many predators are there, and how does that affect the population of the prey? And vice versa. How many prey, what's the population size of the prey, and how does that affect the population of the predator, in this case the fox? So just to talk about that a little bit more, let's look at this graph here. This graph is, well, let's look at it a little bit first. We're comparing the population size, and these numbers here, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, that's in millions. So this is 1 million, that's 1.5 million, that's 2 million, 2.5 million, etc. And down here at the bottom, this is time in years. So 5 years, 10 years along, 15 years, and it just is a bit of a continuum. So what we're going to focus on here is we're just going to start at 5 years here. And what this graph is showing is this blue line that's going up and down, that's the size of the population of these little hares or rabbits. The dotted green line shows the population of these beautiful animals, lynx, which we have in Alberta, maybe, for sure BC, probably Alberta too. So at 5 years, take a look here. So our population of rabbits is quite high. And if you look down at the population of the lynx, when there's lots of rabbits to eat, what's happening to the population of the lynx? It's getting larger, that's right, because there's lots of food. So, but as the lynx population gets higher, now we've got, look at all these lynx that are eating the rabbits. So if we got a lot of lynx eating rabbits, what happens to the population of the rabbits? Oh my goodness, they start going down because the lynx are eating all the rabbits, right? Now, when the population of the lynx goes down, how does that affect, when the population of the rabbits goes down, how does that affect the population of the lynx? Right, their population starts going down because there's no food to eat. So right here, when the population of the rabbits is low, the population of the lynx starts to go down because they don't have as much to eat. Now, I'm only going to go over this one more time. Now that the population of the lynx is low, what happens to our population of the rabbits? Now it starts to go up again. Why is that? Because there's not as many lynx that are eating hares. So now their population, the population of the rabbits, sorry, I keep saying rabbits and hares, same thing. It's not, but for our purposes, it can be the same thing. So the population of the rabbits now goes up. And this cycle just continues on and on. Now we're talking specifically about rabbits and lynx, but that will happen with most, if not all, predator-prey combinations. When the population of the predator is high, the population of the prey goes down. When the population of the prey is down, there's less food for the predator, so their population will also go down. All right? Okay, so that's that whole spiel. You might have to listen to that a couple times or read it over a couple times in your notes. And you should get her figured out fairly quick. Now the last one, I'm not going to spend much time on this. The last thing that will affect the distribution of living things in a population, in an environment, in an area, is weather conditions. So depending on the conditions, weather conditions, some populations may have an opportunity to grow and do really well, Or if the conditions are adverse or bad, then their populations will start to suffer and their numbers will go down. Okay? So some examples of weather conditions that can cause a change in the population size are droughts. That's when there's not enough water. Very, very high temperatures can be bad. Too much rain. And then the obvious tornadoes and those types of disasters. Now, extremely high temperatures might be a good type of condition for certain organisms too. So it's not all negative. Some of these weather conditions can have a positive effect on populations as well. Okay, so those are the 4 things that will affect the distribution of living things in an environment. Weather conditions, predation, predator-prey combinations, competition, and bioinvasion.